All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquas that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Scoffers and Unbelievers Will Not Make It. Scoffers and unbelievers will not make it. And of course, speaking to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you are the chosen people of the Bible. You are the Most High's chosen people, all right? And if you a scoffer and you an unbeliever, you're not going to make it. Now, we do have scoffers, of course, of the other nations as well, especially Esau. That's why I chose this thumbnail right here. Because Esau has this spirit right here where he feels like, you know, nothing can touch him. He's always going to be on top. And the things that we say is not going to pass. He feels like he has an actual plan that's going to help him overcome these prophecies. All right. And then when you tell this truth to the average Edomite, they don't they instantly get on scoff mode. They instantly, you know, have their true spirit come out and everything like that. But it's all good, you know, because they're supposed to act like that. But then in the meantime, you have Jake. They have the same spirit on them. You know, 2/3 of our people, when you tell them this truth, they have the same spirit that you see right here on this screen, man. They look at us like fools. You know, they think that we out here looking crazy, saying that UFOs are going to come back or showcase themselves fully. The Most High is going to come back on the largest so-called UFO, which is the chariots, okay? Telling them that America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction and so forth and so on. We tell them these things, and they don't want to believe it. And so they look at us like this. Because the thing is, when we say these things, Jake instantly believes that this needs to happen immediately. If we go out there and tell you like all of these bad things are getting ready to happen, they want these things to happen within the next 2 days to a week. So then they can believe us. They want to actually see it. All right. But they will see it in due time, man. Because the Most High is, he's making things happen within this earth, man. He really is. All right, and they're going to see it. And when they do see it, that's when they're going to realize that a prophet has been among them. And then that's when they're going to want to seek the truth. But they're not going to be able to find it, man. Famine of the word is coming. So all of you people that have been scoffing and all of the unbelievers, you're going to be caught up in the lake of fire. You're going to be caught up in Jacob's trouble. And the Most High going to get rid of you, man. And another reason why I want to get into this lesson, too, was because, you know, we all have, you know, people that come on the comment boards and everything like that, and they want to leave certain comments and say certain things, all right, and they want to try to actually push their agenda or what they think is true on us as if we're going to change our minds, man. We've been studying, we've been reading these scriptures, we've been going through the experiences, right? We've been growing up within the spirit. And we understand these scriptures, man. We understand who these scriptures are actually for. So whenever somebody come on these comment boards and they say certain things and whatever, you're not going to change our minds, man. We know what the truth is. And we know that we have the truth because when these certain individuals come on these comment boards and say whatever they got to say, they do that because they know that we have the truth, man. They do that because they want their truth to actually be a reality. All right. They don't want what we're saying to actually be a reality, because if what we're saying is true, these heathen nations, especially Esau, they have a terrible thing coming for them, man. All right. And so this is why they feel like they need to speak on certain situations and certain topics. So then they could try to tell us like, no, you're not the chosen people, so forth and so on. But at the end of the day, hey, man, you got to just suck it up. You got to suck it up, because at the end of the day, this is what the truth is, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're going to be the ones to rule this earth alongside Yahweh Shai. And we're speaking about the elect, all right? The elect of Israel. Let's get 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. And it says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know you not your own selves, but that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is in you, except you be reprobates. All right, so every single day we got to examine ourselves to actually see if we're in the truth. Do we really believe in this? Because like I said, 2/3 of our people, they want to see these things happen right now, man. When you read in the book of Hebrews, I believe it's the 11th chapter, it tells you faith is the evidence of things not seen. We believe in these things and we haven't even seen it yet. All we got to do is just read the scriptures, and the Spirit helps us connect with these scriptures, man. That's all we need. 2/3 of our people, they have to see hardcore evidence. We don't need all that, man. We can just read these scriptures, and this is enough for us to actually believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. So we examine ourselves every single day. Verse 6, it says, "But I trust that you shall know that we are not reprobates. Now I pray to the Most High that you do no evil, not that we should appear approved, but that you should do that which is honest, though we be as reprobates. For we could do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." All right. So when you come against this truth, hey man, you're not going to stop prophecy. All right. A lot of people want to come on the comment boards and say that we're not the chosen people or whatever the case may be. Okay, you can believe that. But at the end of the day, that's not the only thing that we going out there and speaking. We're literally telling you that famine is getting ready to come in your land. America's about to be destroyed. Martial law is about to be established. All of these things are getting ready to happen. And these are things that you can actually see for yourself. You can go on these different news sites, read all of the things that's going on around the world. Just like yesterday or 2 days ago, 10,000 cattle was dropped dead, right? And they blamed it on a heat wave. Gas prices are going up every single day. Talking about it may be close to $10 a gallon by the end of the summer. The thing between Russia and Ukraine is still going on. All of these things are happening. So when you put all of these things together, hey, you should be worried, man. Because you so-called white people, this is your kingdom. This is your heaven. You built this place up, right? This is supposed to be for your enjoyment. But it's literally crumbling right before your eyes, man. And so when you see these things happening, and then you see us go out there and say we getting ready to take this place over, that puts you in a pissed off state, man. It gets you to the point where you just completely irked. Because you seeing your precious land fall before you, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's beautiful, man. Well, like it says, we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. All right. So everything that we do it for the truth, man. All right. Like I said, we not out here, adding to the scriptures or subtracting from the scriptures like other people do. We just literally go into the scriptures and telling you what it is. All right. One more time. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." You can't fight back against the truth, man. You can't stop prophecy. You can't do anything about it. That's the beautiful part about this truth, man. The only thing you can do is just deal with it. Verse 9, it says, "For we are glad when we are weak, and you are strong. And this also we wish, even your perfection. Therefore I write these things, being absent, lest being present I should use sharpness, according to the power which the Lord hath given me to edification and not to destruction." Woo! To edification, man. The Lord gave us this knowledge so we can edify, because that's what we need within these last days. We need to edify each other, man, so we can be uplifted within the spirit. That's why we do these videos every day. That's why we go out to the highways and the byways and do what we got to do there. Then we upload it to YouTube, so everybody can actually see, man. Actually see that it's people out here that's standing for a cause, man. We are working for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. So at the end of the day, this is what we do, so it won't lead to our destruction, unlike the scoffers and the unbelievers, man. Let's get 2 Peter. Let's get 2 Peter 3:1. And it says, "This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that you may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation." And this is what we're witnessing right now. We're witnessing scoffers. This is one of the signs that let us know that we in the last days. Scoffers are literally coming on our comment board. They telling us that we're not the chosen people. They telling us who these other nations are, even though we already know who these other nations are according to the scriptures. All right. They over here scoffing, talking about where's our Lord. You got people that say that. Where's your black Jesus? Where he at? And everything like that, man. Where's your power? You said you was gonna get spiritual power and all these things gonna happen. When is it gonna happen? You've been out here teaching and doing this for the past 20, 30 years. I still don't say anything. These are scoffers, man. These are scoffers. They gonna say whatever comes to mind, and they gonna try to make fun of us, man. But it's all good, because when you do that, the Most High sees that, and he's gonna remember it. He's gonna remember it. He's gonna make sure that you keep doing it too. He gonna keep the spirit on you to keep scoffing, so then he can reserve you for judgment, man. Verse 5, it says, for this they willingly are ignorant of. Yeah, people are willingly ignorant, man. Like I said, you can read something as plain as what the Lord looks like in Revelation, the 1st chapter, right? And somebody would switch it around so then they could finally bring it into their own understanding. That's why the scriptures say, lean not to thy own understanding, man. You're supposed to read the scriptures and take it for what it is. That's why the scriptures say, eat the whole roll, the bitter and the sweet. Okay. Again, it says, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished, which is the first death. All right. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. The second death. Okay, you can read about the second death in the book of Revelation. Okay, so like I said, all of you scoffers, you're gonna be reserved. You're gonna be reserved for the day of the day of judgment, man. You're gonna be put in that lake of fire, which is the nuclear missiles, because America's gonna be destroyed by World War III within 1 hour, man. That's what's coming for you. All of you people that keep coming, like I said, on these comment boards and making videos and doing all these different things, man, keep doing it. Just keep doing it, man. Have a ball. Have the best time of your life, because you're only gonna be able to do this for so long. This place is literally, any one of these days is getting ready to fall, man. Here it is, Esau even telling you that, man, it's probably gonna be blackouts this summer. The food is short. There's major food shortages everywhere, man. Famine is getting ready to happen. All of these things. But for some reason, people still confine it within themselves to make fun of this thing, to say what they gotta say, do what they gotta do, make some type of action as if this is not gonna happen, man. It's all good. The Most High is gonna reserve you for that day of punishment, man. Let's get Psalms 32 and 6. And it says, wait, hold on 1 second. No, not 32, 33. It says, by the word of the Lord were the heavens made, and all the hosts of them by the breath of his mouth. He gathereth the waters of the sea together as an heap. He layeth up the depth in storehouses. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. He's going to stop everything that Esau is doing right now, man. Everything that Esau has up his sleeves, he's going to stop, man. Everything, and all of these devices, all of these distractions, you know, and ultimately their MOTV plan is going to be put to rest, man. The Most High is not having it. He only allowed them to rule on this earth just for a short amount of time, man. That's it. And everybody knows that great saying, every kingdom crumbles. Everybody knows that saying, every kingdom crumbles. Why? Because the Most High is in control of these kingdoms, man. Every single one of them. All right. And then at the end of the day, in the scriptures, it tells you the last kingdom that's going to stand forever is the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be ruled by Yahushua. This is why every kingdom crumbles, because the Most High is not going to allow the wicked to keep ruling on this earth. Look what they're doing to the earth. When you read Revelation, the 11th chapter, it tells you he's going to destroy the people that destroys the earth. The earth is literally in a state where they'll literally give you the warning where they said that earth might actually be extinct within the coming years, man. Because it's under wicked management, that's why. But the Most High is not going to even allow that, man. He's not going to allow his creation to just disappear. All right. This is verse 11. It says, the counsel of the Lord standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose power is the Lord, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. All right. So right now, on this side, the elect is going to be blessed. All right. Ultimately, all of Israel will be blessed. Okay. Because all of Israel will come back in the kingdom. And then everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's going to love each other. Everybody's going to be at rest. Okay. But right now, man, only 1/3 of our people are going to make it. The 144,000 and that great multitude. Okay. But at the end of the day, like it says in verse 8, it says, let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. Okay. Everybody's getting ready to fear the Lord, man. We already practicing it. This should be a thing where you practice, you rehearse this, man. You supposed to be always thinking about Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, making sure you make the right decisions, man. That's what the fear of the Lord is. When you fear somebody, you do what they say do, because you don't want anything to happen to you. All right. Just like if you got kidnapped or something, or you was just out round and about, you know, somebody pointed a gun to your head and everything like that, and they tell you do certain things, you know, you gonna listen. Because if you don't have no self-defense or nothing, you know, you gonna listen, because you can make one wrong move and then they can shoot you away. So if you fear that person, you gonna do what they tell you to do, because you don't want anything to happen to them, man. So that's the same thing with us when it comes to the Most High. We're gonna do what he told us to do. And then ultimately the whole earth is getting ready to do it, man. Because like I said, once Yahweh Shai comes back, that's when all of this scoffing and everything stops, man. Okay. Once they actually see who the Lord is, that's when everybody's going to be like, oh, damn, it's a wrap now. Yeah, it really is. What you going to do in that day? Nothing. You're just going to stand there and let it happen. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 7. It says, again, he limited a certain day, saying in David, today, after so long a time, as it is said, today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts. For if Yahweh Shai had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day? There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High. For he that enter into his rest, he also has ceased from his own works, as the Most High did from his. Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. So this is what we do, man. We labor so we can enter into that rest, because if we don't, we're going to be looking like these fools out here, man. The unbelievers. Okay. And then when and if that happens to you, this is how you react right here, man. Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints of marrow, and as a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So when scoffers or unbelievers hear this word, it hits them right in the spirit, man, to the point where they have to say something. They have to make some type of action. They got to let themselves be known. You know, they got to see if they can backfire. They got to see if they can throw us off of our game, man. So then that way they can show other people. Like, yeah, see, I told him this and this was going to happen, and that's what this is talking about. And now he actually believed. And then they could put the whole blame on that ministry, man. But see, the thing is, with the apostles of GMS and the different elders and brothers on down and bishops and the men who teaches the likewise doctrine, that's not going to happen, man. That's not going to happen, especially with the ones who are sincere within this truth. It's not going to happen. Like I said earlier, you're not going to change our minds, man. Like I said, you can do all the videos, you can leave all the comments. Go ahead, man. And like I said, the only reason you're doing that is because you want to get some type of reaction out of us. You want us to finally say, you know what, you right. What you saying is correct. But we know it's false. So like I said, when this word come out, it's quick, it's powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword. When people hear this word and they don't believe, it hurts them, man. Especially Esau. It hurts them. All right. And it hurts 2/3 of our people too. Because we go out there and tell them like, hey man, you got to stop eating pork. You got to stop celebrating holidays. You got to stop doing this. They get upset, man. They be like, hold on, man. And now you saying too much. They be like, nah, you saying too much now. I ain't finna do that. Then they lean to their own understanding again. They lean to their religions. You know, they be like, no, I'm gonna keep worshiping Allah. I'm gonna keep doing my Mormon thing or whatever the case may be. They be like, nah, I don't believe in what you saying, and they gonna leave. That's cool. That's cool. Like I said, we not a group where we gonna literally try to force this down your throat, man. We are literally in the last days. If you can't get it, then you just can't get it. That's it. That's all, man. If you can't get it, oh well. But you will understand this sooner or later. You will remember these words sooner or later. Because like I said, when Jacob's trouble begins and all of these things start to happen within the earth, then that's when you're gonna be like, those dudes was telling the truth. Yeah, we was. Now what you gonna do? Like I said, again, nothing, man. Nothing. Let's get one last scripture and we'll close it out. Let's get Revelation chapter 21, verse 6. And it says, and he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give it to him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. The elect is going to inherit all things. All right. Verse 8, it says, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, in the lake which burneth with fire, Salakia, and brimstone, which is the second death. And that's what I was speaking about earlier. All right. The second death. All of these scoffers, unbelievers, the mockers, the abominable people, the murderers, the whoremongers, the sorcerers, idolaters, the liars, all of these people, man, all of these people who are doing these things and pretty much trying to disturb and stop this ministry, stop this good news, which is the gospel. All of you people that had a hand in trying to disrupt this truth, man, you're gonna be in the second death, which is the nuclear missiles, man. That's your future. Because you want to put so much energy into stopping this truth. And guess what? The Most High is going to put all of his energy to make sure that you stay alive for that very moment, man. He's going to put the spirit upon you to stay alive. And then after that, he's going to allow you to take the MOTB. Then once you take the MOTB, that's it, man. And he don't even have to allow you to take that either. He can just keep you alive just so you can get up in that fire. He don't have to allow you to take it. He can just look at you and be like, you deserve this judgment anyway. All right. So at the end of the day, hey, we realize that scoffers and unbelievers, this is part of the truth. This is prophecy. We realize they're going to be around, but that's not going to affect us, though. We understand what their end is, and we don't want our ends to be that way. That's why we read that earlier. All right. We don't want our end to be that way, man. We want to keep edifying, and we want to keep doing what we supposed to do for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ricach Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratzazat, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.